MJ, welcome back to my channel. So here I am in my house back with another haul because I bought like my summer books, and so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like 15 books to show you. Some of them I read already, some of them I have yet to read, and yeah, I'm gonna show you all of them today, and that's about it. So if you want to see a book haul, then just keep on watching and let's get into it. Alrighty, the first book I have here to show you is the book that I'm currently reading. I am 3/4 way through this one, and it is One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Now, here's the thing about this. I saw yesterday that Taylor Jenkins Reid has released all of her books with like matching covers, and now I'm kind of upset that I like just bought this and now all the covers are being re-released to like fit together. But anyways, it's okay. Also, I'm not the biggest fan of this cover, but who cares? Anyways, I just went up the stairs. That's a big exercise. Okay, anyways, so this follows Emma, and Emma falls in love with this guy named Jesse. And anyways, they fall in love, have a life together, and then Jesse's helicopter crashes and he dies. And then, anyways, Emma kind of grieves him and then moves on, and poof, here's Jesse for ya. So she kind of has to navigate the whole grief system, the fact that she's already grieved him, the fact that she's, you know, happy in another kind of life now, and she kind of has to choose between the two. And I'm gonna be honest, this is really good. This is my third Taylor Jenkins Reid book, and I'm a big fan of hers, and I'm really liking this. Not gonna lie, it's really good. It's really good. That is One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. It was a long spiel. Okay, next we have a book that I have already read. I got Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. This book was so good. I was kind of scared to go into it because I was like, okay, well, this book has so much hype around it. Like, there's no way I'm gonna like it that much because I'm not a big romance person. Well, you're probably not gonna be able to tell in this haul that I'm not a big romance person, but I'm not. So I was kind of nervous to not like this as much as everyone, but turns out I do. It's so good. Elliot is boyfriend goals. If you have a boyfriend like Elliot, keep him, because Elliot, man. And also Macy was a super fun character as well. I really liked her. I really liked her. Normally, like, girl characters tend to kind of get on my nerves in romances, but not Macy. She was good. I liked Macy. Oh, did I even describe it? I don't even think I described the freaking book. The book is about Macy and Elliot who have a super like good friendship and relationship, and then they have a falling out, and then they don't talk for like 11 years, and then they run into each other, and it kind of picks up there, and shit just goes down from there, and it's really good. So if you're scared to go into this book, don't be. It's so worth the hype. Anyways, Love and Other Words, Christina Lauren. Okay, the next book I have to talk about is Kim Jung Born 1982 by Cho Nam-ju. Now, I'm not too sure exactly what this book is about, but I do know that this is one of the books that was talked about a lot a little while ago, and I was really intrigued by it. And it's about basically these women who all have the same name, and it's about like, I don't know, all these different women who have the same name, who have different lives, and I think it's supposed to be like an assessment of how life is. I think it's in Korea, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Oh no. Is it different women or is it... Oh! No, I think it's about the same woman actually. Anyways, it's about one woman or some women in Korea, and I shall report back when I've read this to tell you what it was actually about, because this is the most vague synopsis I've ever seen in my life. You know what? I think it's about one woman. My freaking bad. I think it's about one woman. And, well, whether it's about 1 or 10, this should be really good. Also, it's super short. I love these like short novels. Yeah, I think it's one woman. Okay, it's one woman, definitely one woman. These short books that can be read in like one sitting, that's really motivating to me. So yeah, the next book I have to talk about here is super popular right now, and I got it as soon as it came out, and that is I Kissed Shara Wheeler by Casey McQuiston. I have read the 2 other Casey McQuiston books and I absolutely adored them. Red, White, and Royal Blue I audiobooked and absolutely loved, and One Last Stop was a super amazing found family book that I really liked as well. So of course when she came out with this I was gonna get it, and I've already read this one and it was super good. I really liked it. I think I gave it, I gave it. Oh my god, I gave it. I gave it a 4.5. I don't know what to say about this. It's about this girl named Shara Wheeler who kisses 2 people before she goes missing, and basically these people are on a mission to find her after that. I've gotta say, I think I gave it a 4.5 because the mystery aspect of it, I know it's not a thriller or anything, but the mystery aspect of it was really anticlimactic for me. Like when we found out where the heck Shara had been, I was like, that's it. And also where it was situated within the book, it was like at half of the book or something, and I was like, wait, what? So I was a little confused by that, but that's like the part that like knocked off half a star for me, because I was like a little bit disappointed and a little bit like, but you're building up a mystery, but not really. So I'm a little confused. But yeah, except for that, it's like Casey McQuiston magic, man. It's funny, it's witty, and it's gay, and that's all I need, really. Alrighty, the next book I have to show you is 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. This was all the rage last summer, but hey, still a super summery book. June. I need to read this now because we're halfway through June, so I need to make sure I read this before June is over, because then I'm gonna hate myself. Yeah, this was all the rage last summer, but it just came out paperback. This is about 2 novelists who meet and have like some crazy like torrid romance, and then they lose sight of each other for like 15 years or something, and then they meet again and sparks fly again, I guess. So yeah, this is like, oh yeah, and that's what I just read in the synopsis. Like they have been writing to each other through their novels. So that should be good, actually. That should be really good. And it's not a super, super long book. I love 300 pagers. Like 300, 330 is my sweet spot. So that's perfect for me. So all right, next up, another book that I have already read, The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Now okay, wait, before I talk about the sequel. This is about a girl named Avery who inherits this rich man's inheritance. Yes, MJ, inheritance. And all of his grandsons inherit like a wee little sum compared to like the huge fortune that he has. And so they're pissed, and there's a mystery, and yeah, it's very, let me not be original with what I'm about to assess, but it's very Knives Out, and it's really good. It's really, really good. And the end end. Oh my god, the ending had me shook, babes. It had me shook. I was like, ah! Oh my god. So I can't wait. No, never mind. I can't wait to read the sequel. The sequel comes out paperback in, I think it's August 1st. So I'm gonna wait until August until I read the sequel, which really sucks because it's already out, so I could be reading it right now, but I'm not. But I'm gonna wait until it comes out paperback. So on August 1st or 2nd? August 1st or 2nd, I don't remember. And then the third and final book, The Final Gambit, comes out August 30th, I think. This is a really good series. I really like it. I didn't think I was gonna. Also, the middle of this book was kind of long for me. I don't know, like at some point I was like, okay, like are we gonna get like somewhere? I don't know, I was kind of bored. But then the last 150 pages really did it for me, so. Yeah, can't wait to read the sequel. Go, 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 go. I'm a chatterbox today because I've been through, I don't know, 1/4 of this pile and I've talked for 25 minutes. So I need to calm down and I need to get it going because let's go. Let me talk about a thriller. Haven't talked about a thriller in a while. I think this is the only thriller I have in this pile. Also, I haven't read a thriller in a while. I have a couple thrillers that are on my shelves that are like, hello, can you read me please? And I haven't read them and I need to read them. Next book I have to talk about is Falling by TJ Newman, again with the trend. This came out hardback last year and I really wanted to read it, like really wanted to read it. I almost bought it hardback, but I didn't, and it just came out paperback, and so I got it. So this is Falling by TJ Newman, and basically this is like a thriller set in a plane. This says, you just boarded a flight to New York. There are 143 other passengers on board. What you don't know is that 30 minutes before the flight, your pilot's family was kidnapped. For his family to live, everyone on your plane must die. The only way the family will survive is if the pilot follows his orders and crashes the plane. Enjoy the flight. Are you kidding me? All these people are gonna be stuck on a plane with a pilot who doesn't know if he's crashing the plane or if he's not crashing the plane. That's all I need to know. The next book that I got is Loveless by Alice Osman. This is gonna be really good. I had so much trouble getting my hands on this. My Indigo didn't carry it, and then they didn't carry it, and then they didn't carry it, and then when they carried it, I didn't have the money to buy it, and then, you know, it's this whole thing. So, anyways, this is about Georgia, who is, oh, wait. She's a fanfic obsessed romantic? Girl. Georgia, you and me, we need to talk about Harry Styles. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm currently reading, what am I reading? The Idea of You, by, I don't know who it's by, it doesn't matter. And it's basically a One Direction fan fiction disguised as like a book. It's so good. It's so good. And it's like an older woman and stuff. Anyways, I'm a fan fiction bitch. So One Direction, man, One Direction. Anyways, let's not get excited. Okay, so she's a fanfic lover. Great. That's A+ for you, baby. And it's basically like about Georgia, who is like asexual / aromantic, and I don't know anything about the plot of this except she loves fanfic and she's aromantic. Now that I know that she's a fanfic lover, I'm gonna be all over this like freaking soon. Also, I really want to get I Was Born for this because it's about somebody who's obsessed with a band, and that always gets me really excited. It reminds me of when I was like 15, 16, 17 and I was obsessed with One Direction. Honestly, I'm still obsessed with One Direction. Do you see how excited I get? Let's not even. Okay, Daisy Jones and the Six, about a band, about Daisy Jones and the Six. This is written interview style. So this should be really good. Also, since it's like only dialogue, I think it should be like a super quick read. Also, this is like a 300, what is it, like a 300 pager? 330. Sweet spot. sweet spot, baby. And also this is written in dialogue form, so this should be like a super quick read. This will be really quick. This will be really easy, breezy, good. Cover girl. Okay, next book that I have to show you is actually, I'm very excited to read it. And I'm really intrigued as well. So it is Home Stretch by Graham Norton. And Graham Norton is apparently an author. Hence the book I'm holding right now. But he's written like 3 or 4 books, I think. Like, Graham Norton what? Are you kidding me? I didn't know he was an author. So anyways, I got Home Stretch. This sounded so good to me. It's like, ooh, it's in an Irish community. Yes! Love that. So basically this is about 4 friends who take a car ride and then they all crash. And the driver survives and the 3 other people die. And so he has to live with his guilt of feeling like he killed his friends. I'm not sure he's gonna be a super happy read, but I think like on rainy days during the summer, this is gonna be super good. Also, I love books that talk and touch on different subjects like this, like grief and, you know, different things. Next book I have to show you here is Beach Read by Emily Henry. Honestly, don't even feel like I should be premising this. This is about 2 authors who are having trouble writing their next book, and so they switch genres or something, and they obviously fall in love because it's a love book, a book about love. I'm a little nervous about Beach Read because it's been like so popular that I'm kind of nervous that I'm not gonna like it. A little bit like Love in Other Words, you know, that type of thing. So we'll see. But I'm still excited about it, so we'll see how that goes. The next book I have to show you is The Joy Luck Club by Amy Tan. I started this a little bit. I think I read like 35 pages or something, and I really wasn't into it. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, you know, whenever I'm ready, I'm gonna start over. I think I wasn't in the right mindset. When I started reading this, I was like in a shitty mindset, and I don't think I was ready for it yet. So I think I'm just gonna wait. But this is about 4 Chinese women, recent immigrants to San Francisco, and they begin meeting and start a club. And yeah, this is about like immigration and all of that stuff, and about relationship between these 4 women and like their kids and stuff. So that should be really good, and again, I can't wait to read this. Also, this cover to me is so cute. My friend was telling me that she really didn't like it. She thought it was like way too simple. I think it's so cute. And then there's the little, you know, the dumplings in the back. Like, are you kidding? That looks so cute. Anyways, so yeah, I don't have a lot to say about this, but I'm really excited to read it. Even though I didn't like it the first time I read it. Like the 30 pages, I think I'm actually gonna really enjoy this novel. I just think I wasn't in the right mind space. So yeah, The Joy Luck Club. The next book I have to show you is so good, and it is One Italian Summer by Rebecca Searle. Now, I read this week actually, and I so enjoyed this book. I gave it 5 stars. It was so good. It dealt with grief, and it was so nice. This was in Italy, and the description of like Italy and the descriptions of food in this were so good. I wanted to go to Italy and eat all of these things. Like, I swear to God, it was so nice. It was so nice. The description, and like she would spear, it was really funny because she used the expression like, I speared my tomato, and instead of like, you know, she was using a fork on a tomato, and then she was like, oh, I speared my tomato, and I was like, okay, that's, and she used it like 5 times in the book, like she speared her tomato. Anyways, this book is about Katie, and Katie's mother dies, and they were supposed to go to Positano in Italy together. to go back. Like her mother had already gone when she was younger, and they were supposed to go back together, but her mother dies, and so she decides to go on the trip alone. And it has like this Back to the Future-esque type thing, because her mother shows up 30 years ago. So it's like this weird thing. It has like, it's not time travel, but it's kind of like a time travel thing. And it was done so flawlessly that it didn't feel like gross time travel, because I'm not into that, but it didn't feel like that, so that was really nice. So yeah, it really says you'll devour it on the back of this, and I did. I devoured this. It was so good, and I gave it 5 stars, and it's one of my like new faves. The next one I want to talk about is Silence is a Sense, and this is by Layla Alomar. And this, I actually Googled like books about like immigrants or like books about racism or something like that, and this was one of the ones that came through, and it sounded really nice. And so what do? You buy the book. So that's what I did. I'm not really sure. You know what? I'll just read it. Young woman sits in her apartment watching the small daily dramas of her neighbors across the way. She is an outsider, a mute voyeur, safe behind her windows, and she sees it all. The sex, the fights, the happy and the unhappy families. Journeying from her war-torn Syrian homeland to this unnamed British city has traumatized her into silence, and her only connection to the world is her magazine column she writes under the pseudonym The Voiceless, where she tries to explain the refugee experience without sensationalizing it or revealing anything about herself. Gradually, though, the boundaries of her world expand. She ventures to the corner store, to a bookstore, to a laundromat, to her gathering at the nearby mosque. And it isn't long before she finds herself involved in her neighbors' lives. When an anti-Muslim hate crime rattles the neighborhood, she has to make a choice. Will she remain a voiceless observer or become an active participant in a community that, despite her best efforts, is quickly becoming her own? Ooh, wait though, that sounds so good. That sounds so fire. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait though, why did I pick so many good books? That sounds so good. Okay, next up we have, oh wait, this is the book that's written so small I want to kill myself. Okay, wait, no, maybe I shouldn't go that hard. I like want to rip my eyes out. Yeah, that's better. Okay. I hate it when books are written so small. Like, are you kidding me with this so small font? I hate it because it's like a 300 pager, but it's gonna feel like it's a freaking 600 pager, and I hate that because I read really slowly when it's written this small, and it makes me feel like I'm not reading at all. It makes me feel like I'm reading so slowly, and it's unmotivating, so I hate it. And so I end up like putting the book down. And okay, The View Was Exhausting by Michaela Clemens and on Julie Dada. Faking a love story is a whole lot easier than falling in love. The world can see that an international A-list actress Whitman and jet-setting playboy Leo are made for each other. I sound like I'm in kindergarten when I read. What? Their on-again, off-again romance has titillated. What the fuck are these words? Has titillated the public and press for almost a decade, but it's all a lie. A woman of color in Hollywood understands she has to work harder to control her public image. Whenever she hears scandal, she calls in Leo and his endearing fake dating in Hollywood. That's what this is about. Okay, this is where I got it. I got it on Oprah's on Oprah's list of what I should be reading this summer. Oh, I should be reading this summer of like summer reads. So this came out last year. It just came out paperback. Next book is a beast of a monster of a book, and I've barely made a dent in it. I'm at page 140. And it is The Priory of the Orange Tree. This book is so big. It is bigger than my fucking face, and I don't have that big of a face. This is about a queendom. Yeah, bitch, you heard that right. A queendom. I mean, sign me up, bitch. I'm gonna read the back because trying to explain this book is literally impossible, so I'm not gonna attempt it. Okay, the House of Berthnat has ruled Innis for 1,000 years. Still unwed, Queen Sabran the Ninth must conceive a daughter to protect her realm from destruction, but assassins are getting closer to her door. So far, I've read about that. Eid Durian is an outsider at court. Read about that. Though she has risen to the position of lady-in-waiting, she is loyal to a hidden society of mages. Eid keeps a watchful eye on Sabran, secretly protecting her with forbidden magic. Heard about that. We're doing good. Across the Dark Sea, Tanae has trained to be a dragon rider since she was a child, but is forced to make a choice that could see her life unravel. Ooh, have not read about that. Meanwhile, the divided East and West refuse to parley, and forces of chaos are rising from their sleep. Have not read about that yet. Oh, actually, yes, I have. There's this huge dragon that arrived. Okay, I'm not a fantasy bitch, but I decided that I would give fantasy a shot. I'm reading this, and I'm actually quite enjoying it. It's written for the, you know, I think it's written in a way that people who really don't usually read fantasy will actually be able to like enjoy it, because I've been like enjoying it and I've been wanting to read it. Like I've been finding myself sitting there wanting to read the book. So that's a really good sign for me. So yeah, I've been enjoying it. That is Priory of the Orange Tree. So the next book is The House of the Spirits by Isabel Allende. The House of Spirits brings to life the triumphs and tragedies of 3 generations of the Trubia family. The patriarch Esteban is a volatile, proud man whose voracious pursuit of political power is tempered only by his love for his delicate wife Clara, a woman with a mystical connection to the spirit world. When their daughter Blanca embarks on a forbidden love affair in defiance of her implacable father, the result is an unexpected gift to Esteban, his adored granddaughter Alba. Ooh, you know what this reminded me of? This reminded me of Jane the Virgin. Like, yes, okay. This beautiful and strong-willed child will lead her family and her country into a revolutionary future. Okay, yes. Also, here's the reason I wanted to read this is because The House of Spirit is like a classic, and Isabel Allende is like one of the most popular like Latin people, writers, authors, yes. And this is one of her most popular books, so I think this is the book. Like, if you're gonna read one Isabel Allende book, you're gonna read The House of the Spirits. Also, this cover is bloody gorgeous, so yes, this sounded very summery and very fun to me, so yes. Next book I have is The Island of the Missing Trees by Elif Shafak. There's another book by Elif Shafak that I really want to get to as well, that I have on my list that I shall be getting very soon. So yeah, this is about 2 teenagers from opposite sides of the divided Cyprus meet in a tavern, and anyways, I'm not gonna read the back because I hate when people read the back, and I've read the back of like 3 last books, so I'm not gonna do that. But this is basically like about a forbidden love, about 2 people who are from opposite sides of town, and they meet under this fig tree. And apparently in this book, the fig tree has a voice and is one of the narrators, and I cannot freaking wait for that. That sounds really genius and really amazing and really fun and fresh. So I can't wait, and I can't wait to get to this one. It's actually one of the next ones I'm gonna get to probably, and it is Woman Eating by Claire Coda. This is about Lydia. Lydia is a vampire. Lydia is hungry, but it's like basically a modern day vampire story. So that sounds so good to me. Also, I really love this cover, like the apple with the veins. Like, are you kidding? So yeah, I don't know. It sounds really good. It's about Lydia, who is a vampire, who is hungry, and who is navigating the world right now as it is as a vampire. And I'm very, very down to read a book about a vampire that is not super cringe. So I'm hoping that this is not super cringe. To the final book, the book that everybody has been talking about, Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. So this is about two people. I don't remember their names. Wait. Yeah, the girl has a weird name, right? Oh yeah, Persephone and Sam. No, yeah, Persephone and Sam. So this is their story. I think they like see each other over the weekends, like at the lake or something, and then they don't talk for a couple of years, and then they meet again, and then, you know, love ensues. Kind of a little bit like Love in Other Words type of story, which is why I haven't read it yet, because I read Love in Other Words like literally a month and a half ago, and so I don't want to like read this right away, right? But I can't wait. I cannot wait for this one. I think this is this summer's it book. So I'm very excited to get on the train of this book, the Every Summer After train, not like a train, that very random train. Oh, wow. I'm a blabbering mess today. Anyways, I can't wait for this one. I cannot wait for this one. It's gonna be super good, and I'm so excited. And alrighty, that was my hot girl summer reading haul. Hope you enjoyed it. I know the energy was like off the charts for this haul. My bad. But yeah, I'm like a ball of fire today. So yes, hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you guys in the next video. I'm currently filming a little weekly reading vlog because I have time to do it this week, which is super exciting. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this haul. That was a little bit all over the place, but that's okay. And I shall see you guys in the next video. Bye guys. I look cute. Oof, that glow. Anybody? Let's go. Honestly, I look so good, it should be criminal. I'm just saying.